Jeff Mucci with RCR Wireless News. We are here today with Aricent at TM Forum's 2011 Management World Americas. We're meeting with Tom Weiss, who's Vice President of OSS Services. Tom, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're part of the Communications Services and Solutions group within Aricent. Can you talk about what that group does? And then I'd like to talk a little bit about the announcement you made today with Monolith.
Okay, sure. The Carrier Services and Solution Organization focuses exclusively today on telecommunications carriers. And within there we have three main organizations built in and around the domains that are specific to our customers. We have a BSS organization who just won a large deal in Europe focused mainly around machine-to-machine and delivering those services out to the customers, and that was with a new partner that we've just announced and will be coming out shortly with. Secondly, we have our Network Carrier and Integration Services group, which focuses mainly on, of course, network solutions, network integration, network testing, and oftentimes works with the carriers, sometimes on an outsourced basis, so that we can manage their labs and the upgrades of those because of our experience across a wide variety of the equipment manufacturers.
Well, that's a great segue into the announcements today with Monolith. What can you tell us about it?
So we're really excited about the Monolith announcement. One of the strategies that we have within the OSS organization at Aricent in order to accelerate innovation in the marketplace is to maintain skills on some of the major platforms that are out there in the marketplace today, but more importantly to innovate around technologically advanced solutions like what Monolith brings to us, utilizing new LAMP architectures such that we can overcome some of the scalability and integration problems that the systems produced in the 1990s have.
Are there specific verticals that you see this product being adopted in more quickly than others?
So certainly the wireless industry, as we go from 3G to 4G, and 4G services require streaming and they require actual knowledge of what's going on the handset, we believe that will be the first adopter. And if we think of a wireless device as a machine, that machine can either be static, it can be mobile, and it can provide various types of information. Then certainly we have a solution here that's directly applicable to the machine-to-machine space that's out there.
Okay, so let's talk for a minute about an example of how a carrier would utilize Aricent in tandem with Monolith to actually change the way they operate.
Okay, so today the way the way the carriers operate is that they look at the health of the network and they try to tweak that and they make guesses at what's going on with the customer.
So what role will Aricent play in the actual deployment of this solution with Monolith? Is it a centralized deployment? Is it deployed at the NOC? Just help me understand the role that Aricent plays in deploying the Monolith solution.
Sure, that's an excellent question, and depending on what breadth of scope the carriers choose to go for, there's a fairly comprehensive process that carriers will have to go through, because if we want to put the application on the handset, depending on the approach that we take with the carrier, to understand whether this is preloaded on all of their phones, whether it's run in the background or run as a user-initiated application, there's a deployment associated with how that goes to market on the handset, and that's very much specific to Aricent and the carrier. So
there's a back-end integration whereby you'll integrate into the carrier's BSS OSS platform or NOC, and then there's a client-facing element to the implementation, whether it's preloaded or over the top.
Absolutely, because these carriers, they all have solutions in this space today. They're struggling with them. They're having scaling issues. And so this will be much more of an overlay approach from a CEM perspective.
So as you take this product to market, which functional groups within a carrier are you talking to? Is it more customer service? Is it the product groups, network groups, engineering groups? I'm just trying to get a feel for who you're really targeting with this product.
So the answer to that is yes, and it's interesting. In different companies, they have different business drivers. So some companies are coming at this very much from a marketing perspective, where they're looking at churn issues, they're looking at customer loyalty issues, and they want to be able to measure more closely what's going on the handset relative to their network demands and usage. And so Marketing organizations are very much interested in this. We're also talking to the radio engineering people because, interestingly enough, they can really tell where they see dropped calls and data issues today, and so they tune their radio towers. But with 4G, everyone's a little bit nervous about how will this happen in the future, and will we really know whether if a person orders an HD video, did they get it clean? Was it jittery? And how will they understand that information? And through Aricent's solution in partnership with Monolith, we'll be able to tell them that.
Okay. And then we're here at the TM Forum. Can you talk a little bit about your group's relationship with TM Forum and why this is an important show for you to participate in?
So TM Forum has long been part of our strategy, and the main reason is that we see two categories of people here. One is certainly customers, so it's an opportunity to meet new customers in an integrated environment. It's also at times an opportunity for us to get some of our customers together so that they can meet each other, and we facilitate that and bring that value to them.